The type of ammo you use will impact how you perform when you fire and how you should approach your fights. To start this off, all bullets will slow down enemies, so it's not just heavy ammunition like people used to think. Each hit will actually slow down your opponent by 10% of their move speed for 1/4 of a second. Since that's a very small amount of slowdown time, single-fire weapons won't make it feel like you're slowing down your opponents because it's a very negligible amount. Consistently hitting your shots on a full auto weapon, however, will slow down your opponents for each bullet hit, so it keeps them trapped in like a slowdown field. Energy ammo features one of the best flight paths in the entire game, meaning the milliseconds between when you fire the gun and when the bullets hit your target is reduced compared to other weapon types. You'll notice this in long-range fights more than anything else. That faster flight path also comes with a reduced bullet drop, so you'll be able to notice that a Havoc will be consistent at a far range compared to a flatline in terms of bullet drop. Or if you ever used a Volt with the 2x and beamed people from far away, maybe from a distance you feel like you shouldn't have been able to, that's why. Shotgun ammo works by exploding into pellets. Each shotgun has a different amount of pellets that release when you fire. This increases the skill ceiling, so you can't half-heartedly hit your shots and deal maximum damage. It's all about high risk and high reward. For example, the EVA fires 9 pellets at a time, each of which deals 7 damage, so a full body shot will hit 9 times 7 for a total of 63 damage. If you hit someone on the side and some of those pellets land beside them, you lose the damage from those pellets. These also have a very low bullet drop as well, which is why you can hit people with a Mastiff from 50 meters away, although the pellet spread will mean reduced damage. According to some sources that I found, sniper ammo is able to create collateral damage. I found this out while doing the research for this video, but thinking back to some gameplay that I've had, especially where I use the Sentinel quite a bit, it makes sense. The only sniper that I personally have not experienced collateral damage with is the charge rifle, because I don't use it often. This ammo type was added after the original 4 ammo types were established, and guns like the triple take and longbow, which used to take energy and heavy ammo respectively, now use sniper ammo, but I have some interesting bits on that later. Light ammo has a pretty bad bullet drop. Fire an R99 at a target from 70 meters away, or even the Scout from 140 meters away, and you'll see the arc of the bullets pretty clearly. While this isn't a classification of the ammo itself, you will notice that most light ammo weapons have high RPMs, like the R99, the R301, and the RE45. The balance is that the guns themselves fire faster than guns in the heavy category, for example, but with the restriction of being confined to short or medium range if you don't know how to fire them properly and account for that bullet drop. Light ammo, as you might imagine by its name, travels slower through the air, as another balance to the high RPM of the guns that it can be used in. Using an R301 at a 70 meter range means that you can see a trail of your bullets before they hit your enemy. I'm going to slow this clip down so you can see the path of the bullets, and then we'll compare this to heavy guns. Heavy ammo fires faster than light, since the ammo is, well, heavier. That's the idea anyway. Bullet drop is increased. However, you'll notice that guns like the Spitfire and the Flatline have a lower RPM than light ammo weapons, which is another way that it's balanced. This means that technically, if you hit all your shots, you can trap enemies in that slowdown field effect better with light ammo weapons, but that doesn't mean you should keep heavy ammo weapons off of the table. The trade-off is that since heavy weapons tend to have a higher damage output and slower RPM, you want to close the gap between yourself and the enemy so that you can still maximize your slowdown effect, say by hip-firing with a Spitfire and outclassing people in gunfights. The best representation of maximizing the slowdown with heavy bullets is by hitting all of your shots with the burst fire hemlock, because that's 3/4 of a second, and with its RPM even on burst fire, you can really trap people in that slowdown field. If it's happened to you, you know all too well that when someone is hitting their shots with a hemlock, you feel like you're stuck. I don't know if this is what they call it, but red is the heirloom color, and they did change it from being gold in the past, so I'm going with it. This is specialized ammo that only works for the specific gun that it's attached to, so it's not an ammo type you can pick up, as I'm sure many of you know. As far as I can find, it has the same slowdown effect as all other bullet types, but apart from being exclusive to the gun it's attached to, there's no other defining qualities. The triple take still shoots like an energy weapon, and the drop pattern reflects it. The longbow still shoots like a heavy gun. I have no empirical information on this or anything outside of personal experience, but since I am a day one player, I do remember what it felt like shooting these guns before sniper ammo was introduced, and obviously now, where it's been in the game for over a year. To me, it doesn't feel like either of these guns have changed in the way that they operate, and the bullet drop patterns, or rather lack thereof, still feel the exact same. The triple take still has a low bullet drop. The longbow still has a fast flight path. Think of each gun as having its own individual flight path times and bullet drop statistics, and the singular ammo type that can access that gun is like a key, allowing you to use those qualities. The qualities aren't in the ammo types themselves, they're merely unlocking the effects in the individual gun. Any other players who have used snipers before they had their own ammo category, let me know what you think in the comments below, what you've experienced, or if it just seems like you can notice a change, or if, you're in my camp where it doesn't feel like any of the snipers have changed significantly. In conclusion, be purposeful with your sniper shots. Use light ammo at mid-range by all means, but it really shines in close range. And with heavy ammo, it actually works better at mid-range. If you can hit your shots and hip-fire close range, you can definitely deal more damage and possibly outclass your opponent, depending on what they have. Now that you know how amazing energy ammo is, I implore you, pick up the Volt more often, and even pick up the Havoc. Use that at mid-range and you are going to annihilate people.